everybody doing? Hey, welcome to my Thursday weekly mindset show. How is everybody doing today? It's a gorgeous November day, isn't it? So if you are here live, drop me a hey in the comments. Let me know who's here. Pop something in the comments so I know that you're here live. And if you are catching up on the replay later, then just put a hashtag replay so I can catch up on all your comments. Just see how you are all doing. How's everybody doing this week? I've got some stuff that I want to talk about today about some of my clients, actually, because we've had a fantastic week, and I just thought I can't just let that go without sort of saying something. So I'm going to just talk about some really fantastic client wins as well this week, because it just has been one of those amazing weeks. So today's session is all about the number one thing that you need to know to hit your goals and your dreams. Now, I think at the moment, lots of people, and let me know if this is you, but lots of people are now moving into kind of planning mode for 2021. Because, hey Sandy, how are you doing? I mean, who wouldn't after the way 2020 has been? You know, so we are all starting to kind of think about 2021. So it's a really great time now to start reflecting on what's worked for you and what hasn't for you. So it's a good time now to do that. So maybe for some reason, or maybe you've got goals and you've got your dreams and you've got your desires, maybe you've got them, but for some reason you're just not reaching them right now. So let me know if any of this resonates with you and pop them in. Don't sit in the shadows. You know, I love having a chat with everybody on these lives. So if any of this starts resonating with you, or you want a little bit of additional help and support, please do pop that in the comments today. So things that I have found at the moment are that people are almost lowering their expectations. You know, because of the way that 2020 has been, then their self-worth, for instance, is actually getting really low, and their self-esteem is getting really low. Maybe you've got yourself stuck in worry a little bit. You're afraid to make some decisions or change something in your life because of everything that's happened this year. And it's really very easy to get stuck in a rut where you find it difficult to stay focused. You know, your mind is really busy. It's all over the place. You know, that you feel that everything has got to be perfect before you kind of move on. And you might be feeling overwhelmed and anxious right now. Maybe you're feeling like you're going around in circles and you haven't got that clear direction. Because these are all the things that I'm seeing right now that, you know, from the people, you know, the fab ladies that I work with, these are the sort of things that I am seeing and sort of out there as well. So let me know if any of these are things that you're finding too right now. Because the other things that I'm seeing a lot of is resistance to change, resistance to moving forward. You know, it's the things where you're just getting too busy. You know, you've got no time to do anything else. Yeah, you need some clarity. Brilliant. You're coming along to the workshop, aren't you? The 4-day course next week, Sandy, aren't you? And we do that on day 1. And I'll talk about that a bit today as well, because that's a really key one right now about getting clarity. So yes, Sandy, that's definitely covered in the course next week. So the other things that I'm seeing is people are scared to take action. And in fact, what they're doing is they go into inaction because of it. You become disorganised, you become a little bit forgetful, you know, so it's one of those where you kind of go, oh yeah, I meant to do that, but I've just forgotten. And you're particularly impatient, you know, where you're just thinking, I've been doing this now and this is taking way too long. And you're feeling like you're working all the time and you're either then moving to burnout, or you're just not reaching your goals and you can't seem to get past those, say, those income plateaus that you found yourself on. Yeah, it's definitely the fear, Sandy, absolutely. Fear is a real killer of your dreams if you let it gain control of you. And again, you know, I'll be doing some work around how we can actually get ourselves back in the driver's seat. So I know that you definitely want the success, and you definitely want the success to do the things that you want to do, you know. So you want that time freedom, you want that financial freedom, you desperately want to improve your life, and you know that it's possible. You know it's possible for you to change your life for the better, but something is holding you back. Something is holding you back. Something's keeping you stuck. And when we get stuck, we often wait for that external change to happen, you know, but change doesn't happen to us. It comes from within us. Everything that you're looking outside of yourself for is already inside of you. Now, change is really scary. It can be quite painful, but it's also necessary if we want to get ourselves unstuck. And when we do this, these opportunities, all the opportunities and those possibilities all start opening up for you. Now, when you don't really know what you want, or you're having trouble moving forward, you know, kind of consistently moving forward, maybe it's that you take 2 steps forward and then you take 1 step back. So maybe, you know, it's that keeping that consistency of moving forward. And when you're experiencing that lack of clarity and focus, you know, and with that lack of clarity and with that lack of focus comes with it a lack of belief that you can do it as well. And that is usually the crux of the problem, because mindset is key, and belief that you can do something is absolutely fundamental. It is the number one thing. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in your products, in your services, in your programs, in your business, or in yourself, then you are going to really, really struggle, and you'll get in your own way. And you'll then start self-sabotaging without even realising it. Yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those things, and it, you know, if you haven't got those things, it really does hold you back. Now, the point is with this, mindset is something we have to work on every single day. Yeah, it's the bit that people miss. You know, if you don't work on your mindset, you can easily slip into those old habits and actually not enjoy the journey. You know, you might be doing things because you think you should be doing stuff, and actually you then get to a point where you're thinking, I'm supposed to be running this business of mine because I love it and I want the freedom and I'm passionate about it. But actually you get into this constant hamster wheel, and you get to the point where you're not enjoying what you're doing anymore. And that's the whole reason why you did it in the first place. You know, it's not all about the money. It's not all about the money. The money is a happy byproduct of you doing this stuff that you love doing, but getting really clear in where you're going and what your goals are and what your dreams actually are, and clearing up the stuff that's holding you back. You know, because your true desire is freedom. You know, it's to love everything that you're doing. It's to be designing your life on your terms. Because otherwise, what is the point? What is the point? Now, when I talk to clients about why they haven't achieved something, it will be down to their mindset, their belief system, the old programmings that that they're actually running. And it doesn't change overnight. It doesn't change overnight. It takes time and commitment to do this stuff. It takes time and commitment. And as you up level, I know that you hear me saying this a lot, but as you up level and as you grow and develop, then it's kind of that new level, new devil. I know, like I said, I know you hear me saying that a lot, but it is, you know, just because you move up the level, it doesn't suddenly mean that actually you don't have problems. You don't have to work on your mindset anymore. You do. It's a constant process. It's a constant process. It's like, I like to talk about it like servicing a car, that if you didn't do any work on your car, it would start to break down, wouldn't it? You know, but if you regularly maintain and service the car, it just keeps going and going and going. So it's see in that way that this is a constant thing. As we clear some things up, you know, other things come up, and we have to just keep working on that, because we can easily slip down otherwise and let other things get in our way. So let me tell you, like I said at the start there, we've had some fantastic, I am really privileged, really privileged to work with, you know, for my clients to, you know, they're just such fabulous clients. They really are. And so let me tell you about, like I said, we've had many amazing wins this week, but I'm just going to talk to you about one of them. And because this was like, kind of like the epitome of, you know, why I do what I do this week, is watching this transformation that's happened this week with Sarah. So Sarah's in my program. She's she actually in the last couple of weeks, she has now sold 24 products. She's making money. She's branching out into different markets. She's just had her first international guest expert speaking slot. She's collaborating with one of the other fab ladies on the programme as they branch out into an exciting new venture together. So, you know, I create such, you know, we've got such a community feel that, and they have, you know, they're going to be friends for life now, and they've met each other on the programme, and they're now actually starting a new venture together. She's more visible. She absolutely exudes confidence now, and is now well on her way to kind of resigning from her current job and going all out in her business. She's not doing that just yet. I hasten to add, she's not going on to just resign, but she's well on her way. And she actually told me this week that my program has changed her life, and she's a different person. And she really is a different person. She's just fabulous. And this all started from her coming on my free course back in June. So literally from June, where she just, you know, I don't believe in coincidences. I think we meet people for reasons. So she came across my free course. She joined my free course in June. She then went on to my Accelerator program. At that point, she just wanted some confidence and self-belief in herself. Now, she didn't even have the idea of starting her own business at that time. Never mind absolutely thriving in it, you know, that she's doing this on the side and she's absolutely nailing it. She didn't even have that as an idea back in June. And now she is just doing amazingly well. And it's all about the inner work that we've worked on. Her mindset, her attitude, her beliefs, her programming, because I work at the deeper unconscious level because, you know, I'm an NLP trainer. And so we work at the deeper unconscious level to make change, long-lasting change at that deeper level. Because you can have all the best strategies, the tech, the funnels, etc. in the world, but if you don't do the inner work, you're going to trip yourself up. You're going to trip yourself up each time. So when you do the work and you truly believe that you can have whatever you desire, it will happen. And she's proof of it. And she's one of the many ladies that have done this. I've just picked her because it's just been, you know, it was just something that we were talking about this week. So mindset is absolutely everything. Yeah, she is super, super fabulous. And I am, like I said, I'm really humbled to have such amazing ladies that are in my coaching programs, because I get so much out of watching them succeed. I really do. It's very empowering for me too. So here, you know, for me, mindset is everything. It runs the show. So I've got 5 top tips today to really move your mindset forward. Because like I said, it's the key number 1 thing. So the first thing is to get clarity about what you want. And if that's too much of a challenge, because I know that it is, then start to think about what you don't want first. And then flip it around. So for instance, if you are looking to change jobs and you think to yourself, but I don't want to be travelling, you know, for an hour and a half each day, then what do you want instead? So flip it around and think about, well, what if I don't want that, what do I want instead? So get yourself really clear on what it is that you do want. Number 2 is to let go of the past. You know, listen to the stories in your head. And are you thinking constantly about things that have happened in your past? Are you blaming yourself or others for things that didn't turn out the way that you had hoped they had? You know, just ask yourself why you are stuck on those memories and what you can do to actually, you know, kind of live with them, accept them and move yourself forward. Because you can't change the past, you can't undo the past, but you can choose to let it go. Because it's holding on to it that pulls you down and drags you down. You can't do anything about it, so let it go. Number 3 is to change your perspective. So once you release the grip on your past, you will see your reality in lots of new ways. And it will change your whole attitude. It will open yourself up to new people and ideas. You'll gain new perspectives on the future and what is possible for you. Now, number 4, you may actually be tempted to skip the inner work on yourself because, you know, sometimes it's those little bits that we just don't seem are that important in the moment. You know, we almost skip to what we think is the fancy stuff, you know, creating the website, getting the sales funnels, you know, the social media, etc., etc. Now, I guarantee you that, you know, if you actually do skip the inner work, then it's going to be the road to burnout for you and you're not going to be able to move forward. So the quick fixes of the instant, the strategy stuff and all of that, the quick instances or the quick fixes, they will not lead to longer lasting change. You will lead to burnout and you won't be able to move forward. So nothing changes if nothing changes, honestly. And number 5 then is to believe in yourself. To me, this is the key point. Trust that you can reach your expectations and get out of your comfort zone. Make a list of all of your strengths and your positive traits. And remember that you are very, very capable. Many people really sabotage their own progress. Either consciously, sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. Many people actually sabotage their own progress. Either consciously or unconsciously. They either know that they're doing it and become aware of it, or it's happening unconsciously and they're not even aware that they're doing it. And this usually comes from those deep-seated fears. I think you mentioned, Sandy, the deep-seated fears and those limiting beliefs. And it's why that on the free course next week and on my Accelerator programs, I go deeply into this because this is a killer. This is a killer of your dreams. So there's one thing I know for sure is that you really do have that massive hidden untapped power inside of you. So hope you found that useful. I'm going to just tell you about I am doing my 4-day free course next week, From Stuck to Unstoppable. And one of the things that I think, as I've just been saying earlier about Sarah, one of the things that I really, really pride myself on is the fab community that I seem to create and attract into my free courses. So there's hundreds of fab, like-minded, ambitious ladies that are in my my courses, and they it's all about building those connections. So I know that those people that have joined my courses have become friends with each other. They've networked and you know, then they've gone on to my coaching programs, and they've got a really, really good spirit between them. So if you are you know, a female in business, either running your own business, if you are looking to start your own business, or just looking to change direction like Sarah did when she came on board to start off with. You know, if you are looking to do that and you are looking to become unstoppable and break free from these things that are holding you back right now, then please sign up. It's all free. It's totally free. So this is about designing your life on your terms. It's about becoming a money maker. It's about creating the success that you desire. It's about up-leveling and doing all the inner work that you need to do right now to absolutely supercharge you for 2021. You will go from feeling stressed and frustrated to confident and you know, and clear. Have that focus, have that clarity. You will actually go away with an actual plan. So a clear plan on what you can be doing in 2021. So you'll not only get clear on what it is that you want and the lifestyle that you want to lead, you will also get a plan of how you can actually put that in place. We're going to dive deep into what's holding you back, clear up all of those, you know, the limiting beliefs that are holding you back and the blocks that you've got. We'll also be, you know, looking at, I'll be giving you the steps to clear that fear and the overwhelm, and actually really boosting your confidence and your self-belief. And we'll also be magnetising your money mindset. You know, money mindset is a key to all of my programs, because it is a big problem for women. That I find that, you know, you hold yourself back. You know, it's about that worth, your self-worth. It stops you earning the money that you really want to earn. So money mindset is a key part of my free courses that I do, and my big programs. Now we start on Monday and you've still got time to sign up. So come along, it's free. What have you got to lose? So come along and do that. Sandy, let me just have a look at your message there. So you were told this morning that you were probably too positive at times. Now, that's somebody else's own crap. I'm going to say that, Sandy, to be honest. You know, see, what I find, you know, there's two things on this. There's two things that I find with this one, is that you can't be too positive. Now, there is a thing, if there's things are happening right now, then you don't want to be rubbing salt into wounds or things like that. But you see, behaviour breeds behaviour, you know, so success breeds success. Positivity breeds success. So actually, you know, whilst you're allowed to have those off days, you know, you can't be 100% positive all the time. You know, you can't be. You're allowed to kind of go, do you know what? I'm going to wallow today. I'm having a day. I'm going to allow myself to wallow in that. That's absolutely fine. But somebody telling you that you're too positive is their own shit. I'm not beating around the bush. It is their problem. And some people do not like to see people doing well. There is always somebody out there that is prepared to pull somebody down. So I actually think, Sandy, please stay positive. You know, we need positivity in the world, particularly at the moment. There's so much stuff going on out there that actually, you know, carry on with your positivity. It's their own, it's their problem. It isn't your problem, lovely. You carry on as you are. You are brilliant as you are. I hope you've all found that useful today. Please drop in the comments what was your biggest takeaway. I really love to hear what people have to think and how they've kind of implemented the tips and things that I do in these lives. So do please let me know. And if you've not signed up to the 4-day free course next week, then what are you waiting for? I'd love to see you there. See you soon, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.